The Navy faces a growing threat from China, whose numerical superiority is increasing every year. To meet this challenge, the U.S. Navy is heavily upgrading its destroyers with laser weapons and is ready to introduce a next-generation warship with previously unseen capabilities. Let's find out what it is. The Arleigh Burke-class destroyers represent the backbone of the modern U.S. Navy's surface combatant fleet, excelling in multi-mission capabilities including anti-air, anti-submarine, and anti-surface warfare. The class began with the USS Arleigh Burke, DDG-51, launched in 1989 and commissioned in 1991. Since then, over 70 destroyers have been built across 3 distinct flight designs. These destroyers are named after Admiral Arleigh Burke, a highly decorated naval officer known for his leadership during World War II and the Korean War. The development of this class arose from the need for a more versatile and survivable destroyer following the Cold War's naval arms race. Unlike their predecessors, the Spruance-class and Ticonderoga-class, the Burke destroyers were designed with an emphasis on survivability, incorporating advanced radar-absorbent materials and shock-resistant engineering, making them well-suited to handle a variety of threats. The introduction of the Aegis Combat System and SPI-1D radar in these ships revolutionized their air defense capabilities, turning them into formidable anti-aircraft platforms. One of the key features of the Arleigh Burke-class destroyers is the Vertical Launching System, VLS, which provides the flexibility to carry and launch a wide range of weapons, from Tomahawk cruise missiles for land attack missions to Standard missiles, SM, for air defense. The ships can deploy a mix of 96 missiles, including the latest versions of the SM-6, ESSM, and Block 4 Tomahawks. This diversity in armament allows them to engage enemy targets on land, in the air, and underwater with remarkable efficiency. Powering these destroyers are 4 General Electric LM-2500 gas turbines capable of generating 100,000 horsepower, propelling the ship to speeds exceeding 30 knots. This high-speed capability, combined with its robust defense systems, enables it to respond quickly to threats in any operational environment. Despite its focus on combat capabilities, the Arleigh Burke class is also designed for high survivability. The ships are built with extensive armor around vital areas, and their hulls incorporate a double-spaced design to withstand impacts and limit damage in the event of a missile or torpedo strike. Flight 3 destroyers, currently under construction, are pushing the boundaries even further with the introduction of the AN/SPY-6 radar, offering significantly improved sensitivity and targeting precision over previous versions. This upgrade allows them to better detect and track advanced threats at longer ranges, including ballistic missiles. The Arleigh Burke class has proven itself time and again in combat and support missions, from Operation Desert Storm to counter-piracy operations off the Horn of Africa. The flexibility and resilience of these destroyers have made them indispensable assets to the U.S. Navy's global strategy, maintaining a constant presence in nearly every theater of operations. However, threats to Navy vessels continue to grow in the form of drone swarms and anti-ship missiles. After decades of experimentation, the Navy is closing in on a low-cost solution that can deter and defend against aerial threats at sea. In August 2022, it was announced that the U.S. Navy's Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, USS Preble, was armed with a high-energy laser with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance system, or Helios. Preble is the first of the service's ships to be equipped with Helios, which is a 60-kilowatt class directed energy laser weapon, and is also the first to have any such weapon integrated with the Aegis combat system. Preble's laser is installed in front of the ship's main superstructure on a modified platform that was originally designed to accommodate a Phalanx Close-In Weapons System, CIWS. Flight 2A subvariants of the Arleigh Burke class, like Preble, never had a CIWS installed in this position, but these ships do still have another one toward the stern. Helios, as its name indicates, is a multi-purpose system. It is powerful enough to damage or destroy certain target sets, such as smaller drones and boats. In this way, it offers something of a limited substitute for the lost CIWS and provides a layer of defense against these targets, which can be particularly threatening to ships like Preble when operating in swarms. The system can also act as a dazzler to blind or confuse optical sensors on enemy ships and aircraft, and optical seekers on incoming missiles and other munitions. When used in this way, Helios can potentially throw off incoming weapons or limit an opponent's general situational awareness and surveillance capabilities. Lastly, Helios has its own optical sensors, which are primarily used to spot, track, and cue the laser, but that can also be used in a secondary surveillance role. Lockheed Martin is already on contract to deliver at least one more Helios system to the Navy for integration on another Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, and there is certainly the potential for additional examples to eventually make their way onto various classes of ships. Lockheed Martin designed the system with future capability growth in mind as well, and there has already been talk about increasing the maximum power of the laser up to 150 kilowatts. A 150 kilowatt class system opened the door to being able to engage larger and more complex threats, including low-flying cruise missiles and aircraft, as well as artillery rockets. Earlier, the Navy, in cooperation with Lockheed Martin, demonstrated the ability of a solid-state laser-directed energy weapon to successfully shoot down a target drone acting as a surrogate for a subsonic cruise missile. The Navy has made clear that Helios is just one part of its full directed energy ambitions, which are now set to eventually include high-power microwave-based systems too. In the past, the service has described this particular system as Increment 1 in a larger Surface Navy Laser Weapon System (SNLWS) program plan. As part of the Navy's broader directed energy weapon efforts, a number of other Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, including the USS Dewey and USS Stockdale, are now equipped with the less powerful Optical Dazzling Interdictor Navy, Odin. Unlike Helios, the laser on Odin is only capable of being used as a dazzler, though the complete system also has secondary surveillance capabilities. But the US Navy is ready to take even bigger leap forward. It would equip its future ship with laser weapons to shoot down incoming hostile hypersonic missiles traveling at speeds of up to 3,800 miles per hour. In January 2022, the US Navy revealed its concept for a next-generation destroyer, DDG-X, a warship capable of deploying hypersonic missiles and laser weapons. The X in the name represents an unknown design. However, it has been touted as the largest and most ambitious design for any surface warship the Navy has suggested in over 2 decades. According to reports, the new ships will be outfitted with combat systems adapted from the current Flight 3 Arleigh Burke-class missile destroyers equipped with the baseline 10 Aegis weapons system and the SPY-6 air search radar. The proposed destroyer will be characterized by a new hull design, an efficient integrated power system, and better endurance. The power supply will be crucial for integrating the laser weaponry that will probably be installed aboard DDG-X. Up to 600 kilowatts of laser power could theoretically be charged by the new ship, making them robust enough to shoot down enemy-guided missiles. The DDG-X will also probably be outfitted with a versatile 5-inch gun and enormous silos to house the Navy's newest hypersonic missiles. The cost of all that military equipment to be outfitted on the futuristic warship will be high. The Congressional Budget Office estimates that the average price of each new ship will be a third higher than the Burke, the most recent of which cost roughly $2.2 billion each. The Navy wants to procure the first DDG-X in fiscal year 2030. The Navy's proposed budget for fiscal year 2025 includes a request for $102.8 million in research and development funding for the Next Generation Destroyer program. This is a decrease from the $195.5 million requested in 2023. The Navy has sworn that it won't make the same mistakes with the stealthy Zumwalt-class destroyers, the USS Gerald Ford aircraft carrier, and other recent shipbuilding disasters where it rushed production and stuffed a lot of new technology into ships, causing delays and additional costs. Rather than tying the success of DDG-X to developmental technology, we're using known, mature technologies on a flexible platform that can be upgraded for decades to come, as the technology of tomorrow is matured and demonstrated, said Jamie Kohler, a Navy spokesperson. And what do you think about the use of laser weapons aboard US Navy ships? Let us know your opinion in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to always stay in touch. And thanks for watching.